Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm early because I can't trust my hold on, my computer. Okay, Brandy, that makes sense. Totally. I think it's just you and I at the moment. I guess we'll find out if Sunday is a good day or not. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Bobby. I am sewing the NCW, Bobby. Oh, okay, Cynthia. I'm excited too. I haven't done an NCW in so long. Had it cut out, but I haven't done it. Oh, it's the Necessary Clutch Wallet, Bobby, by Emmeline Bags, and I've put the link down below. Hi, Kathy. I've also put the link for the card slots that I did. I used a hack, so I put the link for that down below as well as Brandy's coffee account. Yay, Brandy, let me know what you think of it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Isn't that pretty, Bobby? I like it too. I'll tell you, when Brandy first started doing her membership classes, if I remember correctly, the NCW was our first project. And I had never made a wallet before. So I was a little scared. But man, oh man, I did one and then I was on the loose. Yeah, and you can watch those classes now because they've gone to the public side. I think after a year, Brandy, that our classes go to the public side? Is it a year? I think it is. Yeah, did you guys see that? Brandy's thanking everyone for your generosity and your donations to the coffee account. You guys are amazing. Oh, 18 months. Okay. You guys are really, really amazing. I love you all so much. I mean, I've even got 46 subscribers now, and I started out with 8. So you guys are amazing. Yeah, if you've never done a Necessary Clutch Wallet and you want a more in-depth tutorial, definitely watch her classes. She usually starts out with a cutting class, and then there's usually about 4 classes. I don't know if the NCW took all 4 classes though, because it's pretty quick. Pretty quick. Oh, Frankie, you're a sweetheart. What a sweetie pie. You guys are making it so much easier. Look at her. She's tearing up. You're making it so much easier on Brandy because she just found out. I don't know if you want me to tell them or not, Brandy. Hi, Barbara. You haven't done an NCW, Barbara. Oh, wow. Okay, Brandy said I could tell you. She just found out that there will be no going home. Once she's up in Kelowna, she's there for, I think she said 42 days. She originally thought up, he'd be getting his treatments for 5 days, and he'd be home for 5 days, 42 days. Yeah. Now she has found out, nope, he's going to be getting treatments, and she's between chemotherapy and I believe radiation. They have to be up there for the full 42 days. So you can imagine how much. 42, yeah, $8,000. If you need any help, Barbara, let me know. $8,000 to stay for 42 days in Kelowna. And that is a deal, because she got a deal because it's a medical situation. So she's, as it said up above, I believe she's 58% now because of our wonderful, beautiful Barbara. Or I mean Frankie. Sorry, Frankie. So she's 58% there. It's not intimidating. You should see. You'll see. Well, let's get started, and I'll show you how not intimidating it is. Okay, so for starters, what I'm going to do, I've got my pattern pieces attached still, is these are my 2 flap pieces. This is going to be the outside. This is going to be the inside. So on the inside is going to be the male portion. I'm just going to use magnetic snaps. If you guys are using a different closure, then, you know, if you need help, I'll help you out. But I'm just going to use snaps this time. And I place the dot from the pattern right here, the center of where the snap has to be. So I'm going to just cut the slits. I'm not going to actually install it yet. I'm just going to cut the slits, because I'd rather do it once the flap is sewn together and then turned out. So I'll just do that now. And I'll change the camera down to the machine once I start sewing. Come on. Whoops. Oh, there it is. I am always dropping stuff. Always, always, always. Okay. Okay. Okay, slits cut. So now I will put the camera down, and we will sew this flap together, and we're going to go all the way around like this. We're going to sew the flap together. Hi, Terry. Hi, Joanne. I do, Terry, but there's just a couple soap making videos on there right now. So let me see if that will work here. There. How's that? Can you see? Yeah. Okay. So I'll clip this together. I don't know if anybody's making this with me, but you sew at the seam allowance that's set in the pattern. The lady that did the hack. Oh, thank you. Bag Makers Society. What's your name? Bag Makers Society? Oh, Brandy's doing hers raw edge. Yeah, there's that option too. Thank you, Terry. You guys. You're so sweet. Love y'all. Thank you, Danira. Thanks, Brandy. Brandy's being my moderator today. My goodness. We traded jobs. Yep. Aw, thanks, Bag. I wish could I get your name, Bag Maker Society? I don't want to keep calling you Bag Maker Society. Thanks, Bobby. Okay, I'm going to try and use the pinking shears, but they weren't very cooperative last time. Oh, doing all right. Just going to clip my curves with my pinking shears. Make it a nicer curve when you turn it right sides out. Have a good sleep. Okay. Turn it right sides out. I've got my bone folder here. That always kind of helps get things poked out properly. I don't know why they call it a bone folder. It's not made of bone, because I wouldn't buy it if it was. So it's just plastic. So what part are you at with your wallet, Brandy? Oh, that looks pretty. Yes, Terry, I agree. Uh-oh, Lauren's live. I will probably lose that battle. Not that it's a battle. I love Lauren. Okay, so now this is how it looks. And this is cork. I think I got it from MM Supply. I'm not entirely sure. So now we're going to top stitch around this, and then I'm going to install my male snap. Okay, good. And you can actually, I'm just going to top stitch around the 3 sides, install my snap, and then close up that top. I just go stitch by stitch around these curves because I want them to be really pretty. Okay, Brandy. Oh, I love cork too. Okay, I'm going to install that male snap. Come on now. There we go. I think I'll put a little bit of Takeover heavy in there as well. Okay. Oh, might be too. Hang on a second. Here we go. Thank you for the coffee, someone. Aw, very nice. Thanks, guys. And thank you for Brandy, because she's not here right now. Okay. Now, excuse me for a second while I pound this. Close your ears. Okay. And I'll put just a little bit of duct tape on there. Don't want it coming through my cork. Kim, I am making the necessary clutch wallet. Okay, now I'm going to close that top opening, just baste it closed. Brandy's back. You got another coffee, Brandy? Okay. Now, I take my main pieces. And I am going to install dog fur. How can you tell we live with dogs? I'm going to install the female portion of my snap on this main piece here. Every time I make this pattern and every time I make Brandy's Deuce Coupe wallet, I don't understand how people can come up with these things. It absolutely amazes me. If you guys can hear thumping, that's my washing machine. Yeah, 42 days, Kim. Can you imagine? 42 days away from home. I think it's time to change my blade. with someone who is not feeling well. Okay, where is that? There it is. Okay. Okay. Plug your ears. Okay. Yeah, Dave's been through a lot. Poor man. And then Brandy. Yeah, she's a certified Canadian genealogist. I think that's pretty amazing. So now we're going to take our flap and right sides together. We're going to match the middle of the flap here to the middle of one of the long sides. Well, obviously the opposite side of where you've put your snap. We're going to match middles and we're going to just baste it. So a smaller seam allowance than what they call for in the pattern for the normal seam allowance. We're just going to baste that down. Okay, so now you kind of get an idea of what, like just very small idea of what it's going to look like when it's all done. Just a little idea. So now we're going to take the main lining and we are going to cut a 5-inch slit. Let me just see if you guys can see this properly. Right down here, right down the middle. Only a 5-inch slit. You don't want it to be longer than that. And this is to turn your wallet out. And this gets closed up once we get going on the rest of the wallet. It is amazing. Yes, it's the Brandy hack. You think you are? I do. Yeah, those are interesting, Terry. I love that. Okay, so I'm just going to snip my line here. Now we are going to sew these two together. And this I will clip because I want to get it nice and perfect. I've also clipped the middles on the short sides as well as the long sides. Oh, there goes my washing machine. Lauren asked me if it would disturb my live if he did some laundry, and I'm like, oh no, it'll be fine. And now all I can hear anyways is thump, 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 thump. I hope you guys can't hear that too loudly. And we are going to sew this. Okay, good, Brandy. Okay, regular seam allowance. Just shorten my stitch length again. I don't know about that, Brandy. Now, once again, to try and clip. Where'd it go? It didn't drop. I didn't hear it drop. All right, I'm going to try and clip these curves with, oh, there it is, with my pinking shears. Oh, it does, Terry. And like I said, I was so frightened to do a wallet like this. And then when I was doing Brandy's classes, she just made it look so simple. And then once I got going, I'm thinking, huh, this isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Now the other curves. I have got to get, I said this in my last live, I've got to get myself some better pinking shears. I actually Googled it and I put in best pinking shears. And I think there was a Singer, a brand name Singer, and it came up in a number of articles as the #1. And they actually weren't that expensive. So I might just have to do that. I think more than anything, it's, once they get dull, it's a lot of work sharpening up each and every one of those teeth. And it's almost like it's cheaper to get new scissors than to go and get them professionally sharpened. So, okay, so now we're going to turn this right side out and I'm going to try and get my flap out first, because once the flap is out, the rest seems to just come easily. Okay, Brandy. Oh, look at the special emojis. That's too cool. My hands have such a hard time turning things out. Okay. Once you've got everything through the hole, it seems to come out a lot easier. There we go. There. Okay. Okay, so once again, I'm going to use my bone folder and just make a nice edge around all those curves. Make sure everything is pushed out properly. But before I top stitch, I am going to decide where I want my nameplate. Where's my nameplate? I'm thinking about an inch down. Why is that? Yeah, I think that'll look nice right there. What do you guys think? An inch down or a little bit lower? I'm wondering. Okay. Get my nameplate out. Okay. There's the middle, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and we want to go up inside because we don't want to make those slits in our lining fabric. And we also don't want to make any slits in our fingers. There we go. This thing is deadly. I don't know how many times I've just about cut myself on that thing. Okay. Back in there. Okay. Does that look straight? It's hard to tell yet. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of Takeover heavy on that one as well. Better to be safe than sorry, I always say. Who else keeps some Band-Aids in their sewing studio? Me. Yes, Kim, try it again. Especially with the card slot hack. I am much more apt to do this pattern again and again and again with that hack because I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I do not like card slots. I do not like making card slots. They're too much pressing, too much area for mistakes if you don't press it exactly right. I don't know. It's just not my thing. Oh, yes, Kim. And kitchen. Definitely. Plug your ears. Did you sell one, Cynthia? Good for you. Okay. Yeah. Knives and me don't get along. Sharp objects and me don't get along. I've always been what my parents called a klutz. Accident waiting to happen and all those wonderful things. Okay, now I'm going to just clip this nicely. And I'm going to top stitch around the exterior. Oops, lost one. Really? I think I was the first person in my family to break a bone, and I've broken a couple now. Stitches, oh, I had so many stitches as a kid. Well, and as an adult. Just ask my husband. He keeps telling me he's just going to wrap me in cotton, and there are some days when I think, that might not be such a bad idea. This might take a little bit because I just really want that curve to be nice. How many of you looked at that card slot hack video? Did any of you take a peek? It's linked down below, Kim. It's I think it's about 3 years old. It's a card slot hack that she did with waterproof canvas. So that's what I did. I'll show you when we get to that point. And I don't think I'll ever go back to the normal way. It was amazing. Hi, Nicole. How you doing? Yeah, Kim, you got to check it out. I'll show you. Like, I can't give you because you cut 2 card slot backs, so instead of 1. So you got to, that's according to the pattern. And then she gets you to cut 3 other pieces. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. Oh, night shift again. Or is it always he's on that night shift? Yes, Kathy. There's a few times that I didn't have, and this is going to sound terrible, I didn't have Band-Aids down here, and Lauren wasn't home, and I didn't want to run up the stairs to get Band-Aids. So I literally grabbed a piece of cotton out of my garbage that I mean, my garbage isn't dirty, it's just sewing stuff. But I literally grabbed some quilt cotton out of my garbage, wrapped it around my finger, and then taped it with some duct tape until I was finished the bag. Talk about desperation. Okay, now I am going to top stitch around the exterior. Really, Maureen? I'm glad I'm not the only one. Lauren came downstairs while I was still sewing, and he looked at my finger and he's like, what on earth is that? And then he went and got me a Band-Aid. I'll do anything to just keep sewing. You want to just pull the flap out a little bit. You don't want to tug on it, but just a little bit as you top stitch underneath it. There we go. No, I have not, Catherine. My sister has, and oh, this sounds so awful. She was sewing up a little quilt, just a little baby quilt, I believe it was, and she got herself going so fast that the needle went through her finger, and it stayed there. Like the machine kind of just came to a dead stop. So she's sitting there literally with her finger still in her sewing machine, and she kept passing out. Oh, so yeah, she was trying to move the wheel to get it up out of her finger, and she kept passing out. And, ugh. So no, I've never done that. I don't want to do it. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, so that part is done. And as you see, this is what it's going to look like. Yeah. Okay. So next step. Going to install my zipper tabs on my zipper. Now, I'm going to follow Brandy's way because that's what I prefer. And because it's not in the pattern, I'm allowed to say this, I'm cutting my zipper at, 6 inches. And then I'm going to put the little zipper tabs on each end. That gives enough space when you sew around the zipper pocket that you're not sewing through the zipper tabs, which is what I prefer. So 6 inches is right there. Okay. Oh, come on. It's being persnickety. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put my zipper tab on before I forget. And you'll have to excuse my eyesight. This might take a hot minute. This is a number 3 zipper, by the way. Brandy's back. Oh. Oh, yeah, I imagine that was a funny dance, Catherine. Youch. We're talking about gross stuff, Brandy. Getting fingers caught in our sewing machine needle. Ugh. Okay, so now what I did with these, again, this is a Brandy hack. I cut these two little squares, 1.5 by 1.5, fold them each edge into the middle, and then fold it over, just like this. It's just a tiny little thing that you slip onto each end of your zipper. You can actually, where'd my tape go? You can actually use tape if you want, just to keep them in place while you're sewing. I find small things a lot harder to sew than bigger things. And if anything's going to go off kilter, it's going to be the small stuff. Oh, you'll catch up, Brandy. Brandy hadn't made an NCW in a long time. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Brandy. That happened to my sister, too. She was doing a quilt, and she got going so fast that she included her finger in her quilt, and it stayed there. Like, I think it was right through her nail and everything. And every time she tried to crank the wheel up to get her finger out, she passed out. Not quite. Come on. Okay, so fold that over the one side. I'm currently nursing. Uh-oh. Ouch. Okay, and the other one. That was my biggest fear when I got this industrial. I thought, that's it. I'm going to sew through my finger because I heard so many horror stories. But so far, so good. And of all people, like I've told you, I am a klutz. So if anybody's going to sew their finger, it's usually me. Okay. Now I'm just going to sew these zipper tabs down. Just got an ad. Yes. Not good for filming, no. Wow. We've all got such horror stories. It makes me feel like I'm with my people. Okay, you can now trim off the excess tab, both sides. Okay, now we are going to take our zipper pocket pieces, and on the shorter piece this way, you are going to put double-sided tape on the top here. Thank you, Brandy. I can't remember where I got this fabric. I've had it for ages. Was it Dress Sew? Might have been dressed so. Okay, so I've got the middle of my pocket. Now I'm just going to mark the middle of my zipper just a tiny little bit. Tiniest little bit. Both sides. Yes. Yes, the 8-inch sides. Oh, thank you, Society. What should I call you? Okay, so now you take the tape off this. Come on now. There we go. And we are going to stick the 6-inch zipper middle to middle. Where's my middle? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Deb. Okay. Thank you, Deb. Okay, now we're going to take the longer piece, this one right here, and we're going to put double-sided tape on the top. Make sure it's it's the one that fits over the other piece perfectly. They've got to be the same width. Because there is a skinnier side. So we want it to be the same width as this smaller piece. Then you're going to put your double-sided tape on that, on one edge. Yes, to the 1-inch line. Oh, I love the no fan fold method. Love it. Deb, I might be precise, but that means slow. Yeah, this is Brandy's first time doing the card slots that way too. Okay, so now we're going to remove the double-sided tape on that piece, and we're going to put it face down on the zipper, matching the middles again. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to change to my zipper foot. Big honking screwdriver. Yep, that's the one I want. I keep the feet that I use all the time, which is my left zipper foot, my right zipper foot, and my normal foot. I keep them all on a magnet on my machine so that I don't have to keep digging around in my drawer here to find stuff. It's a lot more convenient. Okay. And especially, well, I do it for all zippers, but especially for a number 3 zipper, I wouldn't want to do it without my zipper foot. Okay, so now we're going to sew that at the seam allowance. And I think I'll do it this way. Nope, I can do it this way. Okay, there we go. Move your zipper. Keep sewing. Now it looks all crooked because of where the zipper pull was. So we'll try again. Okay, there we go. I've done a tie quilt once too, Kim. I agree, Deb. I agree. Okay, so now we're going to fold that out. And I believe, hold on a second. Yeah, we top stitch this. I just like to kind of clip it right there where you can see the two seams right here after the zipper. I like to clip it there to make sure it's nice and straight. And then just fold it out really nice. Press it really nice. And then top stitch. Increase my stitch length a little. Okay. And now we are going to do the exact same thing for the other side of the zipper. Take a short piece, double-sided tape. Oh, and just to let you all know, I've done something different this time. I always interface my cotton pieces with EB Fused Light from Emmeline Bags. Hi, Linda. But what I did is I drew a line where my seam allowances are, and I put another piece of EB Fused Light inside those seam allowances because I found the last NCW I did with cotton, the opposite side of the zipper pocket was just a little too floppy for me. So I decided I was just going to try 2 layers of EB Fused Light and just see if I like it a little bit better. So that's why you're probably seeing weird interfacing on that one side. So we're going to put double-sided tape on the top of one of these pieces. And then put the middles together like we did on the other side. And the zipper is face up and the smaller piece is face up. And you match your middles. And then they should also match at the sides here if everything is done correctly. Okay. And now we take our other piece and we do the same thing. Double-sided tape. Match the middles. Make sure they match at the sides as well, which they do. How's it coming along, Brandy? Okay, and again, we're gonna sew this at the seam allowance with shorter seam stitch length. There is the okay. Okay. Okay, move the zipper hole again. Where are we? Where's the zipper hole? Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay. Once again, we're going to pull these pieces out and top stitch. Make sure these line up here. Put a little clip. And just give it a good finger press here before you start sewing. And that's at a longer stitch length again. There we go. Done. Now, do you see how you've got this space on either end of your zipper? Here. That's so when you sew this together, you're not sewing those tabs in with it. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, I love it. I think I've still got some in my bin here, and I just love it. Not only am I a floral girl, but I'm a blue girl, and it's got lots of blue in it. Okay, so now we are going to sew these right sides together. Now, this is Lauren's way, where you just sew it together like this instead of pulling this out and sewing all the way around. You just open your zipper, sew it this way all the way around, and then when I turn it out, I'm going to top stitch around all three sides. And because otherwise there would be a raw edge inside the pocket. So that's how I like to do my zipper pocket, but you can follow the pattern if you like. Okay. And then when you actually put this zipper pocket, because it's right now it's open. If you when you turn this out and you put your hand down, the bottom of this pocket is open. But that's what's so magic about this wallet is then once you've put this zipper wallet inside the outer pieces and sew it down onto the outer pieces, this pocket magically just closes up. Okay, so we're going to do the seam allowance around three sides. I find that this way there's less bulk in those corners. Whoops. If I don't pull it out and do it the pattern way, there's less bulk in those corners, I find anyways. Thank you, Deb. I actually started doing that. It wasn't, I mean, Lauren taught me to kind of do the top stitching part, but I actually learned this from, what's her name? Oh, I should know her. Very popular bag maker. Okla Roots. Thank you, Don. Okay, so now we're just going to clip these corners here. Make it easier to have nice corners when we turn it out. And you can trim down a little bit of this bulk if you want. Not a lot, just a little. Turn it right sides out. Yes, more square, I agree. And then you push out your corners there. I'll do more with my bone folder in a minute. Okay, let's get those corners nice. Without going all the way through the corner, Dawn. Okay. Who else tells themselves off while they're sewing? I do it all the time. Get that pushed out as we can. There we go. Get this side pushed out. And there you have it. As Barb would say, it's a beautiful thing. See? Nice and square. Not a bunch of bulk here that you would get if you're trying to match up those seams the other way. Yes, Deb, so do I. Oh, Linda, good. I'm glad. I have a Chikon 1541, Chikon. I have a local sewing machine place in Vancouver called Mason Sewing. And I went in there to get my old industrial fixed. Something wasn't working right on it. And when I went to pick it up, I started browsing around while I was waiting. And I saw it, and he showed me this machine. And then he sewed with it. And okay. I looked at my husband, Lauren, and he said, let's get it. You know, you'll use it. So we got it. So then it was trying to sell my old sewing machine, my old industrial, which wasn't even a walking foot. Man, that thing was hard to sell. I was so surprised nobody wanted an industrial sewing machine. Come on. This is not being cooperative. We'll try this. Okay. Oh, that's why. Never mind. I'll change back on a regular foot. Doesn't always sew nicely if you're trying to do something other than a zipper with your zipper foot. Okay. Take out all this sewing. Okay, that wasn't so hard. She says as it makes a knot. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? There we go. That makes all the difference. I don't think my machine liked how thick that was. Yes, Maureen. Did that just break my needle? Nope. A little bit of a nest here. Okay, zipper pocket, done. Now, next step. This is the next step. This is how I did my card slots. Now, I don't think I have ever made such perfect card slots in my life. This is the hack that I was telling you about. And isn't it nice, Brandy? I just love it. So what you do is you cut 2 card slot backs according to the pattern. So you just follow the measurements of the pattern, but you cut 2. Then, because it's on video, I don't think I'm giving anything away. I'm not supposed to. You cut 3 pieces. One is 8 by 8, one is 8 by 7, one is 8 by 6. All right. Then you mark an inch down on the 8-inch sides of all 3 pieces, both sides. You fold that down and you to the line, not on the line, to it, and you top stitch. And then there are other lines that you have to put on the right side, because you match up these centers here with the 8-inch one, and you have to sew it at a certain point. I can't remember what it is. And then you put the 7-inch one on top and you sew it at a certain point. Like I said, I can't remember what that measurement was. And then the 6-inch one. And look at that. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I know. I don't know how this lady came up with this, but she's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So now we are going to place these card slots down in the, let me get this out of the way, in the center. We want to center it as best we can on the lining side of our wallet. And what I do is I go by the flap and yeah, center it as best you can. Get your clips ready. Because we are going to turn this as tightly as we can to each side. Not so that your card slots are buckling, but just nice and tight, because we're going to do a seam down each side of these. Yes, she's using more, Kathy. Guys, I can't emphasize enough. You've got to go see that video on the card slot hack. It's amazing. Okay, now do this as well. You don't want the card slots to buckle when you fold it, but you want it to be nice and snug. Perfect, Brandy. Thanks again. Okay, and now with this, hold on. Those look a little uneven to me. Hang on, I'm going to try again. Sorry. But one side of this flap looked bigger than the other, so got to see what I'm doing here. Maybe just... Oh, that is quite a bit. I wonder why. Okay. All right, that'll have to do. I don't want it to... Okay, good. Let's try that again. Nice and snug. Now, what we need to do is do this kind of card slot, figure out a way to do it for every single bag. Because I'd be more apt to do card slot bags if I could find out a hack like this for them. That's how much I hate card slots. Okay, so we are going to sew these down, these flaps down at the seam allowance. Never thought of that. Just used them. Yeah. Okay, the other side. Yep, it's caught. I always like to make sure. What's going on? There we go. Is the Mora stiff enough then, Brandy? Like for your cards going in and out? There we go. We just want to make sure that they were caught on both sides, and mine were with the seam allowance. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? I just love it. Oh, I'm sure it will be. Okay, so next, when you put the zipper pocket in here, you want to make sure that it's closing to the left, if that's what you prefer. Like, there's no rules or anything. And then we want to find the middle of, like, fold it in half and find your middle right here. Actually, you might want to do it on the other side because we are going to have to do a ruler line on that side. Let's just try that. You can't snip it, obviously, because it's a finished edge. So we'll just try this because it fades away. There we go. And there we go. Okay. So now we are going to place this in the middle of the card slots. Thank you, Cynthia. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Deb. So that's the middle right there. And actually, I should put some tape on. I'll put some tape down in the middle of the card slots here. And then I can tape down the zipper pocket. This blue vinyl is the Starlight. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Galaxy Customs, and I love it. Okay, remove backing, fold it in half again, and on that edge that you've just folded, you're going to place that down on top of that tape, like so. And then, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little 1-inch ruler, and I am going to do a 1-inch little rectangle right in the middle here, right in the middle of my zipper pocket. I'm going to use my disappearing ink to do that. Hopefully it shows up. Okay. Okay, good. And now we are going to sew that rectangle through all the layers. Whoops, just dropped my pen. I like to start at the sides because you can't see the back stitching very much at the sides there, especially once you join it to the card slots and the zipper. want this to be nice because it's going to show on the outside of your wallet on the opposite side there. Just make sure that your pocket is nice and straight. There's no, yep, nice and straight. Okay. Yeah. Around. And back down. There we go. Almost done. Love this wallet. That doesn't look very nice. I'll have to fix that. Okay, so now we have a little rectangle on the outside of our wallet, which is where your wallet is going to bend. And now what we do is we take I think according to Brandy, it is 3.5 inches from where this curve starts right here. You want to measure down 3.5 inches and make a mark. Oh, yeah, I gotta get my pen. Right there. And right there. We'll do that on all 4 sides here. Okay, and now with those lines, you are going to just put the little flap here, right where that line starts, and pinch it. And put a clip in it. Same with the other line. Put the other part of the zipper pocket right there, pinch it, and clip it. Other side, put it where the line is, pinch it, and clip it. Pinch it, and clip it. And that gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. Now, I have never even tried to sew these down. I'm too much of a chicken. I have always just used rivets. I may have to use, I usually just use medium rivets, so we'll just see. Deb, yes, go to bed, but thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. As tired as you must be. Okay, so I take my ruler, because I like them all to be as similar as possible. And I usually go about 1 inch down and 1/2 inch in, and I put a little mark. And that is where I'm going to punch my rivet hole. 1 inch down and 1/2 inch in. Right there. I'm going to punch the hole, make sure everything's tight in there. I'll just leave this away for a minute. Oh, come on. There we go. Get that rivet in right away so that I'm not worrying about it when I do the others. Yep, and a medium is fine. Okay. Where did my line go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Pinch that one. Clip it again. I think I'll do it from this side. I think it'll be a little easier. An inch down. And half an inch in. Right there. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Okay. 2 down, 2 to go. Inch down and half an inch in. Right there. Exactly, Joanne. Exactly. If anything is going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong while I'm live. Okay. Inch down, half an inch in. Okay. I am so close to being done, gals and guys, if there's guys in here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's going very quickly. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to go over here to my cam press. I'll be right back. I'm going to press these all in. There we go. There we go, guys. It's done. All done. And I do actually, from Phoenix. Yeah, I'm from BC, Canada. About 40 minutes away from Vancouver, BC. Oh yeah. Isn't that just the best pattern? Well, it's not the best. Brandy's Deuce Coupe is the best, but for something nice and quick, here you go. Yes, I'm about 3 hours away from Brandy. And it just so happens that my son and daughter-in-law live up there as well. So whenever I go up and see them, I try to see Brandy at the same time. So that's it, guys. That's the NCW. Please give it a go, and really sincerely try that card slot hack. It is just amazing, and I am very glad that I did a second layer of EB fuse on the top here of the zipper pocket and this little flat piece. I'm really glad that I did that. Yeah. So make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, and keep her videos playing in the background. That's such a big help, you guys. You have no idea how helpful that is for her, to just have the videos playing in the background. If you can't sit and watch them, just have them playing, because then if you're doing something else while they play, then you're also allowing the ads to go all the way through, and that's just a little more revenue for her. So it means a lot to her. And I have linked her Ko-fi account down below. Please don't donate if you are unable to. We wouldn't want that at all. It's only out of, if you just happen to have some extra fund money laying around and it's in your heart to donate, then please, by all means, donate and help Brandy out with her stay in Kelowna. It's going to be a long haul for them. Long haul. So anything you can do to help her out would be greatly appreciative. You can't find a more appreciative person than Brandy. So I appreciate you all very much. So thank you guys for joining me again. I'll see if I can't do another one in 2 weeks. I think Brandy might be doing a live to kind of tell you what's up for the next few months. It might be next week sometime, depending on how Dave's doing. Oh, hopefully next Saturday, she says. Good. Aw, thanks, Terry. I'm just doing what I can. I wish I could do more. So unless you guys have something you'd like to chat about, I will let you get on with your Sunday. I can't thank you enough for being here. That was so much fun. Aw, I love you too, Brandy. Okay, everyone, enjoy your Sunday. And I will see you again soon. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Bye now.